Today we're coming at you from downtown New York City, and I'm speaking with Roselli, who's out in Queens. And in a previous post, we had discussed Summer Bird's exceptional performance in the 2009 Belmont Stakes. But today I'd like to concentrate on the second and third place finishers, Dunkirk and Mind That Bird. Let's start with the favorite, Mind That Bird. John, the fractions really played out in the race quite fast, and I'm wondering exactly what happened to Mind That Bird's exceptional finish that we saw in both the Kentucky Derby and Preakness. Did he have a good trip, and did he post his best effort in the 2009 Belmont Stakes?
The fast fractions made the race set up for a closer. Why not Mind That Bird? It was proven himself to be a great closer, and he did close some here. He was in his usual position, but because the race was going so fast, he was too close, and he didn't quite have the kick that he normally does.
John, there was an article in the Daily Racing Form that questioned Calvin Borel's move on Mind That Bird. Did he move him at the right time? Did he move him too early? And then on the other hand, I spoke with Marilyn Lane, a thorough fan who's quite knowledgeable about these things, and she was in the paddock that day, and she mentioned that Mind That Bird didn't quite have his mind on business. Maybe was a little bit agitated, maybe a little bit nervous in the paddock. How do you think these factors played out on the track, and how did they manifest themselves actually in the race itself?
Chip Woolley reported that he was, the horse, Mind That Bird, not Chip Woolley, was hot before the race, was more agitated than usual, and he seemed keener than I wouldn't call it rank, but definitely keener to get on with it, and dragged himself up into the race earlier than he did because of that.
On the other hand, John, reports came back that Dunkirk looked like a monster in the paddock, powerful yet composed. What was your impression of his performance on the racetrack?
He ran huge. He was right on top of those hot fractions, and he lasted really well. He even came again late to nip Mind That Bird for a second. A tremendous effort.
Well, the shame of that is, John, of course, is that we've lost Dunkirk to an injury, at least for the time being now, and he won't be pointed for the Travers like originally his connections had indicated. So we've lost Dunkirk. Mind That Bird, his future is a little bit uncertain. Apparently he'll go back to the Kentucky, and his connections will decide what course they'll chart for the remainder of the year.